So if you've been following along with Promptober and you're here on the stream, you're probably wondering how to enter. So that's what we're going to go over today. Allie from the Jar Die Club and DJ is here.
Hey,
Let's get into
everybody.
it. So what you're going to want to do when you're ready to enter, and I have to say, like, there have been so many amazing drawings. Just really super pumped about all the art that I've been seeing. I follow the DMs and search the hashtag like daily. It's just super awesome to see. When you're ready to enter, and you have how many more? What is it? Six more drawings if you're caught up. If you're not caught up, maybe you can get in a few more than that before the end of the month. But up until November 4th at 5 a.m., you can go to promptober.com and you're going to click right below the calendar graphic where it says click here for the grand prize entry form.
I've also put the link to this entry form in the description of this video.
Sweet. Super easy to find. It's hard to post it on socials. They tend to not show our posts if we put links in them. But we'll make sure that it's out there too for people that maybe don't see the video or don't know that promptober.com exists.
Yep.
So once you get to the form, it's just a super easy Google form. You're going to give us your email address, your legal first and last name. So, it doesn't have to be like what's on your birth certificate, but don't make it like Kitty Cat 9642 or something like that.
Yeah.
Your age as of the date of entry. Technically, we can't award prizes to minors. Last year, we handled this by getting an adult or a guardian to accept the prize on the behalf of the artist that submitted the work, because we definitely want to encourage young artists. There's just some legal things with awarding prizes to people under 18. You're going to give us our mailing address so I can get that prize out to you when you win. And then we're going to start the part of the form that's like really important. So if you recall, kind of the rules for entry were that you submit a drawing on a social media platform of your choice, and you tag us and tag Promptober. So you're going to let us know, where did you post that? New addition to the form this year is the Discord. If that's the space that you are active in and sharing your art, go ahead and click that. If there's a social channel that you're on that maybe isn't on this form, like Threads, or I don't know, people send us new names of social channels all the time. It's all cool. Just let us know which one it was and let us know what your handle is there. And if you post on multiple, just kind of let us know, like, for example, what you are on Twitter and what you are on Instagram. And then we're going to figure out how many entries do you get. So last year, if you drew all 31 prompts, you just got one entry. This year, you get one entry for every prompt you completed. So you're going to say, as of today, how many of the prompts from the card have you drawn and posted to social media and tagged appropriately? Then you're going to let us know, are you a member of the Daily Drawing Club? DJ, when you're done coughing, do you want to explain the Daily Drawing Club for maybe someone who isn't sure if they're in it? Is it just the Draw or Die Club? What's the Daily Club? I can't hear you.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
All right. I'm getting it. The Daily Drawing Club, there's links in the description at drawordie.co. That's the $5 a month thing. So that's like you get a daily drawing prompt at 5 a.m. every morning, every day. And through the month of Promptober, the Daily Drawing Club members are getting extra perks, say. So if you double draw, you get an extra point towards an entry. So technically, there's a few people that have been drawing every day, both prompts. So they're going to get 62 entries, tickets, let's call them, or points or whatever, to divvy up into their prize of choice, right? So
if you are in the Daily Drawing Club, and that includes free members, we did have a promotion this month where you could invite a friend to be a part of that drawing club so that you had some drawing solidarity. Even if you're a free member, if you're getting those prompts, you are eligible to count those. So you're going to answer how many secret prompts have you completed. You'll put that number here. And then we're going to ask you to do a little bit of math, not a lot of math. I'm not great at math. You're going to add your answers from 1 and 3 and come up with a number between 1 and 62. So if you only drew one prompt, it's a 1. If you are a member of the Daily Drawing Club and went above and beyond and drew 62 sketches, paintings, mixed media art, whatever you did, you'll count every one of those up to 62. And you're going to put that answer here. So that's your total amount of entries that you get. So you'll take that number, and it's kind of like a raffle basket auction at this point. So if you have 62 tickets, 62 entries, you can divvy them up into the prize categories below, and that's how many entries you'll get to win that prize. So for example, if I drew 24 prompts this month, I have 24 entries. So I could put in 4 for a Field Notes pack. I could put in 10 for a Laszlo pen. Mm-hmm. And I could put in 10 for a Memento Mori coin. That's 24, so I'm not going to put in any more entries. And then I'm going to come down to the bottom. And these two, this one's optional. If you're really loving Promptober, or the Draw or Die Club has been like inspirational or helped you with your art, or helped you find a community that you maybe otherwise didn't have in your life, maybe you didn't even know you needed it, if you could give us a testimonial, like that would be super awesome. Whenever I build out the website, or we're talking about the club or trying to get other people to join, it would be really great to be able to have some outside perspective. And honestly, if you joined and you hated it, you can put that here too, because any feedback is good feedback. We want to make sure that we're really paying attention and knowing what's working, what's not working, and then have a little bit of that testimonial clout to throw around.
But
especially
if you hated it, if you hated the club, I'm going to write your name down on this wall over here. You can't see it, but there's no names on there right now. But I'd put your name down. I'd look at your name every day and be like, this guy hated the club.
And then he'll cry.
Then I'll just cry quietly.
But the other thing that it'll help with is next year, when we go to get sponsors, it would be awesome to be able to say, we're building community, we're helping people with their art, and these prizes inspire artists to keep going on the days that are hard, or that you don't want to draw, or that just they're doing a good thing to help artists. So that would be a big help. You can put as many of your entries in any of the prizes if you really want the Sketchboard Pro. You can put all of your entries into that one and leave all the others blank. If you want to divvy them up evenly, you can do that. I will count them to make sure you're not cheating. No cheaters. And if it's like a slight discrepancy, like maybe you're bad at math like me and you're off by like 1, I'll probably just randomly take one of your entries away. If you say you drew 62 drawings and I check your Instagram and there are no drawings there, and I look and I see, okay, well, where did you say that you posted them?
She's going to look, guys.
What is your handle? And I can't find any drawings. I'm just going to delete your name entirely, which will suck to have to do. So don't do that.
Don't lie.
Yeah.
No lies.
So that said, I know it's not as simple as last year, where you just are entered to win all the things because you drew every day. I think this will get people the prizes that they want, and it encouraged people to try to draw every day, but not feel like a complete failure if you didn't draw all 31. So if you have any questions about the forum, we'll chat it up here for a while. Maybe go over it again, because it seems like we usually get people that come in at about like 20 minutes into the stream. So maybe we'll stick around, do it one more time. But we can chat it up till then.
Yeah, and I think if you are also feeling behind, I have to admit, I got sick this month, um, and traveled a lot, like for work or whatever, like for going to Vid Summit, we got sick. And then I started to do this job submission, like a gig submission for a comic strip. Like, so it's been keeping me really busy. I've only done probably half of the prompts. So like I'm failing at my own challenge, right? But I'm not, because these other things in my life, I'm not stressed out about it. And I'm not, I can't win any of these prizes unless, if nobody, I'm going to say right now, I'm just making the rule. If nobody claims a prize, I'm going to keep it for myself. No, you're muted, but she, you're mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
If you had visited the frequently asked questions section of the website, you would know that you cannot keep any of these prizes.
I can't, not even if anybody claims them. What do we do with them then? Just set them on the street?
Last year we did I drew 4 alternates from all of the entries, and there were 2 people that did not respond to claim their prize, so those alternates got a prize.
Okay. All right then. No prizes for me.
No prizes for DJ.
They're very nice, though. So yeah, but I just wanted to say, like, if you're feeling, we've talked to a few people over the month. We've talked to a lot of people. So that's like, we've gotten so many messages. It's been so great. They're like, my son Dylan's in the chat. He said you could give the prizes to him.
Dylan, did you draw anything? I don't think you drew anything.
Hurry up, Dylan. You could draw some stuff. Whip it out. Yeah, so don't feel bad if you're behind or feeling behind. We've talked to so many people. This year has been probably double, triple, maybe the amount of people that are drawing every day, which is amazing. So that's the whole point, right? The whole point is like to get you motivated, drawing. Even if you're in the case like me, where it's like I'm not drawing the prompts sometimes, but I am drawing every day. I'm motivated to draw these comic strips and just keep my pencil moving and stuff like that. That's the whole mission here. So you're not a failure if you're working on other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you're not a failure at all, even if you're not working on the stuff, even just chilling out.
Yeah. Maybe you just needed a day or a week or a month to just, I don't know, decompress. It's okay. We'll be back. We'll probably do this. We did it in February last year. I want to answer a couple questions in the chat. Artist Rad is here. They were our awesome Day Prize sponsor last week. And they asked if they could do a recap post with images of their art. You can definitely do that. What we would ask is that you always credit other artists. So if you're sharing a bunch of art from people that posted it on Instagram, just make sure that you tag them in that post, or that if their signature is in their art, that you don't crop that out of there. I know you two are artists, so you know not to do that. But just for the general audience out there, if you're sharing other people's art, just make sure you give them the credit, because we're all about helping each other get a little bit more eyeballs on those posts.
Yeah. KK, you got that? All right, go for it.
Oh, you go.
Well, I'm probably gonna be coughing because it's like my cough returned, which is fantastic. If you're playing catch up, does it matter if you do one posted multiple days? No, you can just post five images in a carousel or something like that. We wouldn't care.
Yep. Or if you're drawing small, like we talked about on the stream, I think it was last time, if you're drawing small and you just have one canvas with like 5 pieces of art and you just want to do like a big down shot on that, that's fine too.
Yeah, that's no big deal. What else? I'm trying to think of a couple questions that came in about. Oh no, you already kind of answered it. Like, will we do this again? Because I think there's some people that like felt like, when this is over, is it over? Like, I gotta wait till next year. Like, there's the daily drawing club, right? And even if you don't do the daily drawing club, which is a paid thing, which we encourage you to do, but you're on the weekly newsletter, hopefully. And again, the free weekly newsletter is the link is in the description. Beyond that, because there's at least a Sunday, the Sunday drawing prompt comes out. That's free for everybody. You know, if you're stressed out and you don't want to draw every day, you know, like you at least have something to use your imagination in and kind of collaborate with the community and post your stuff. Um, Especially in the Discord. Also, link all these links are in the description of this video too. So, and I think we're moving more and more towards Discord because we've just had a lot of problems, and a lot of our art friends are having a lot more problems with like Meta shutting people down, or it's like a total bummer. Like, I'm sorry that that's happening to us, but it's happening to us too. Like, it's not, we're not immune to it. And hopefully it'll change. But for now, like Discord seems to be like where the vibes are really happening. Like people are posting a lot in there. So, you know, if you've never used Discord before, I know how it is. It's another thing that you got to use, but it's pretty easy. It's like a chat room, you know, it's like a forum, old school forum. So don't be afraid to try something new.
Yeah, and we have 2 more special prize days that are coming up that are separate and apart from that end drawing. So we've had awesome prizes to give away from Maker's Cabinet. We gave away a Hoovel. We gave away a big pack of Field Notes products on the second week of October. Last week, Artist Rad provided these sweet custom journals made by somebody that's local to them, and some Micron pens and some Tombow, a set of grayscale markers. And this week, in 2 days, we're going to have the It Had Black Wings and Sharp Teeth. That'll be a prize of the latest set of Black Wings volumes. And 28th is Werewolf's Delight. And the person from that random drawing will win $100 in shop credit at drawordie.co. So, like, those are the Black Wings.
And I have a couple surprise prizes that I forgot. Not that I forgot about, but I'm just waiting for the Werewolf's Delight. So the next stream, we'll do the special prize too for the people that are in live on the stream. So that we got some. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's a cool little pack of some stuff, and
then we'll probably do some patches too.
Some patches, yeah. So we'll do some fun giveaways this weekend for sure. It's not the last weekend, right? It's not the last weekend of. What are we doing?
It is. It's October's almost done.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Yes. You're gonna want to tune in for Sunday's stream. It's Bad Bob Ross.
What time are we doing that?
Noon. It's noon Eastern Standard Time. You're not going to want to miss Sunday's stream. It's going to be we're going to have a very special guest.
So, like, people always say that they miss the streams. Is there any way they can get, like, notified about streams?
Well, I'm going to schedule this stream in advance, probably tomorrow. So it'll be on the YouTube channel. And, you know, YouTube has a thing where if you're subscribed and you hit the bell, it'll tell you when we're live. It'll just ding your phone or whatever if you want notifications on. Or when you get the live, like, upcoming, it'll show, like, the upcoming stream. You can hit notify me. There's a little bell that'll remind you. You can put it in your calendar, all that stuff. So, yeah, this is, what was I going to say? Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get the next stream live. Now I'm real excited. Alicia knows I'm excited for this. You know what I'm going to do Sunday, right?
I do.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
So we have a comment. Someone's looking for your 90s comment, your 90s comics. They had a little comic thing in the late 90s called Hallucination Studios, and they remember you, and a comic that you had about Jack Kirby haunting an artist, which I think was you.
Yeah, that was me. Hallucination Studios, I think that was a local mini comic, right? Like a local mini comic, I think, if I'm correct. Hallucination Studios. The Your Mama comic, which is what you're thinking of, and I could tell the story real quick too because it's funny. But Jack Kirby is haunting me. Oh man, we got a fresh ghost story to tell too. Pajama pants. Don't worry about it. I'm wearing flannel pajamas.
Nobody
on a stream. Let me go. This is what you're thinking of. Your Mama. And actually, there's the old mini comic is in here too somewhere. Oh, I don't know. It's in there. I usually just have it handy because for situations like this. Yeah, Your Mama. So I don't know if Jack Kirby's in this one. Let me look. I think he might be. It's the ghost of Jack Kirby. Yeah, so that's the funny story about that webcomic is the reason I made that webcomic or that mini comic, ash can, whatever you say, is that I actually had a dream before I like appreciated Jack Kirby very much. I was very in the 90s comics and all that stuff. I just was all about the flashy new shit. And I had this dream where there was like this Mexican radio playing in the background. And then Jack Kirby showed up in the dream and he was like this tough little old man. And he was like, you gotta get out. He was just very encouraging, let's say, swearing at me and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, you gotta save the comics industry. And I like woke up all inspired. I'm like, what the hell was that about? And I didn't think about it. And then I went to Mid Ohio Con and Sergio Aragonis and Mark Avenier. Mark Avenier was Jack Kirby's assistant for like a long time, or like personal assistant and stuff. And they're recounting a story about Jack Kirby at this panel. I'm like, I'm going to sit on this panel and start learning more about Jack. And they said like Jack used to put on a Mexican radio in the background when he worked just for background noise. And that freaked me out because I was like, I'd never heard those stories before. And this is in the 90s, before the internet. You couldn't just look up stuff and hear stories. I just never even thought about Jack Kirby up until that point, really. I mean, I knew who he was. But I was like, holy cow. So that really threw me into this rabbit hole of getting to know Jack Kirby's work. And it was a funny story, too, just that this ghost of Jack Kirby is running around inspiring young artists to take back the comics. And Stan Lee is Satan and all this stuff. It was very crude and, but it was also true. It was called The Truth About the Comic Book Industry. And yeah, it was fun times. Those old days.
Before we get back into Promptober, so we've been in this house since 2017.
Oh, is this a ghost story?
It is. But it's weird because like you would think, okay, we moved into a house in 2017, and if there was something happening, a haunting or like a memory that was replaying, you would think it would have started then. But probably like a month ago, weird things started happening in our house.
Yeah.
And it's mostly in DJ's office.
This little room.
And we always joke, that Jack haunts DJ. Maybe he couldn't figure out where you lived. Like,
right. He found me.
He found you. So like a few months ago, a coin. So he has all these challenge coins and trinkets, and I call him a magpie. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah, there's these magpie thing right here.
So a coin was gone. It was just gone, and he was like, "Did you take my coin?" I was like, I don't touch your stuff." Yeah. And it was gone. And then 2 weeks later, it was back. And then we went to Boston or Dallas. I don't remember where.
Yeah, Dallas.
But my mom was house sitting for us. And she heard a noise over in his office. And his Jack Kirby picture was on the floor.
Yeah. So I had this framed up on the wall, Jack, and his little quote that says, if I don't know. Gonna get there. Yeah. That you can materialize anything that you can conceive in your brain. I love that. This was always hanging up over on my wall over there. And it was mounted really, really well. And I guess it came smashing down. It's glass. Like this is glass, and it fell from probably 5 feet up in the air. Didn't shatter. It broke the frame a little. It broke the frame, but so yeah, the picture of Jack Kirby had fallen off the wall. And so I remembered, I was like, wait a minute, we were having a conversation about comics when we were in Dallas with somebody. And I'm like, and I mentioned Jack Kirby in Dallas, like, about how it wasn't right. Like the way that he got screwed over big time. And lately I've had some people in my circles, kind of not dissing me, but like kind of razzing me a little bit, saying like, "Well, why aren't you drawing comics anymore, DJ? Like, you're doing this whole drawing club thing, but you're not actually drawing comics anymore." And it was starting to bother me. And then this type of stuff was happening like supernaturally. So I was like, "Oh, all right." It's making me think like, hey, the ghost is back, and he's like, "You got to draw some comics, brother." Like, so. And also, I can't. You wouldn't hear it right now, but there's a space right beside me on the floor that creaks, and it only creaks when you're standing there. It'll go creak, and when I'm sitting in here drawing by myself, like late at night, I'll hear that creak, and I'll just kind of stop and be like, "Oh, like what? Something's like right behind me." So yeah, we've had some weird stuff in this house, but I'd like to think it's Jack Kirby and not like the old lady that died in this house. So
I don't think she died here.
okay, all right, great.
I think she died in the hospital.
Good to know.
I mean, I don't know for sure. But
Yeah.
the house is really old. So
It's pretty old.
I think it's like 150 years old. So
Oh.
I don't know. There might be other people here. I just think it's weird that they didn't, for years, nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
The whole
it's Dylan.
pandemic, nothing.
It's Dylan, he says.
It's Dylan.
He's just creeping around in here.
Dylan's unlocked posters on the floor.
And he's like, "Fuck your Jack Kirby picture." No. Yeah, it's just interesting. I mean, good imagination at least.
That's fitting for our Promptober stream, our little ghost story.
Yeah. Yeah, Jack and Stan creeping. I don't think Stan's coming around. I don't think he can escape hell.
You're gonna make the fans go away.
Oh, DJ. I know. Everybody loves Jack or Stanley. Yeah. I got a really funny. I'm just gonna pull it off the wall here. We found this at a. It hasn't been pulled off the wall in a while. We found this at a Comic-Con once, and I did this a long time ago, but then somebody else had made a pin that said, I don't know if you can read that or not. What? Yeah, it's a pin that I pulled up. So, and it's a funny story about how he, stole everybody's stuff. So, I got that pinned up on my wall.
All right.
I've let it go.
If you're just joining.
Yeah, reset the stream, Alicia. Quick. Hurry.
If you're
we just said ghost stories. we had some ghost stories, so you rewind and watch the stream again. Yeah.
If you're wondering how to complete your Promptober prize entry form, you've come to the right place.
Yes.
So you're going to go to promptober.com. And I have to say, we didn't pick the best name for our drawing challenge because it is hard to spell.
Yeah.
But you'll get there.
We can't change it now. It's that.
Forever and ever.
Yeah.
So you're going to click the link that says, click here for the grand prize entry form. That's going to take you to a Google form. Once you get there, you're going to fill out your information, your email, your legal name. It doesn't have to be what's on your birth certificate if you're not comfortable with that name anymore, or maybe you go by Bobby instead of Robert, or it just can't be like Kitty Cat 6427.
Right.
Your age, as of the date that you're filling out the form. If you're a minor and you put in like a load of work on this, we can make it work as long as you have a guardian that is willing to accept the prize on your behalf. Go ahead and fill out their information instead of your own. You're going to fill out your mailing address so I can get these prizes out of my house and over to you. And then you're going to let us know what social media platform you posted your art on. If it's not listed here, just use the other section. I don't think anyone's using Threads, but if you are, that's fine. Just put it here and then let us know what your platform name is. And, if you checked a couple and you have different handles, just list them. Now we're going to figure out how many entries you got. So if you are drawing every day and you're filling this out after the 31st, or maybe, you got them all posted early, just count up how many you did. Put that answer right here. And if you are a member of the Daily Drawing Club, which DJ is going to explain now, you're going to answer yes or no. So, DJ, what's the Daily Drawing Club?
Yeah, so the Daily Drawing Club is at. I'm gonna cough now, so that's great. That's my name, Cough Man. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it up, keep with it. Uh, Link in the description, drawordie.co. The Daily Drawing Club is $5 a month. You get daily drawing prompts at 5 a.m. So this will continue. We do some fun, like random live, or random giveaways, and like whenever we're feeling like it. I'm gonna probably add a little bit more stuff to that club too. But anyways, that's the Daily Drawing Club.
Yeah. So if you were a member during Promptober and you drew some of the art during Promptober that came just to the Daily Drawing Club members, go ahead and click yes.
Secret Promptober.
And then you're going to count how many of those prompts you've drawn, put that number here, and now we're going to do math. It's not hard math because I'm bad at math. You'll add numbers 1, so say I did 22 of the prompts on the card, and I was a member of the secret club, and I drew 5 of those, and I add those together, and now I have 27.
287. You're lying.
I have 27 entries. This number needs to be between 1 and 62, and I do need to be able to find those drawings on the social media that you indicated up above in order for them to count. I don't check them until you win, so it would be really sad to publish you as a winner, and then I go and I can't find any of your art. So just make sure you're honest about this, because I am kind of I'm a rules person. Like,
she is a rules person. She's gonna check the rules.
She's
gonna make me abide by the rules. I was trying to steal the prizes earlier. She wouldn't let me.
All right. So now we're going to take this number, and we have 27 entries, and we can divvy them up among all of these prizes just like a basket raffle. So if I have 27 entries, I can say I want to put them all on the Sketchboard Pro, or I can say I want to put 5 here and 10 here. You get it. Whatever numbers you enter into the your answer space on each one, they need to add up to the number of prompts that you reported right here. Then when we get down to the bottom, if you would be so kind, you could give us a testimonial for the Draw or Die community, for Promptober, the Draw or Die Club in general, DJ's content on YouTube. If you're grateful or thankful or you like something that we're doing, give us a testimonial so that we can take that to the sponsors next year and get a bunch of cool prizes to offer you in 2024. It really helps to show them our YouTube numbers. So if you're not subscribed yet, you could also do that for us. You can follow on Instagram. Basically, we just collect the testimonials so that we can show brands that it's worth it to give us things to give to you. And that's it. You'll hit submit. Those answers will come over to me on a spreadsheet. And then we'll do the drawing. DJ, when are we doing the drawing?
We'll do the drawing on November 5th. So that'll still be like the following weekend of, like, this Sunday is the last official stream. You're not going to want to miss it. We have a special guest joining us, and special prizes this weekend too. And then the following weekend will be the prize form, right? Because I think the 31st happens on a Tuesday. So you got a couple days to, you have till the end of the 4th. You have till the November 4th. What's the deadline on this form?
5 a.m. on November 4th, because I need all day to count up all those entries so we can get the drawing ready.
Yeah. We should just do a mega stream where it's just you counting things.
Nobody wants
me
to do
trying
that.
to mess up your math.
No.
Like, I can come in and try to mess it up.
It's not hard to mess up my math at all. It's like really easy, just like a shiny thing or a squirrel.
Yeah, with so many entries, we're probably not going to be able to use that spin wheel that I'm using on the weeklies, because it's going to be because you're going to get like, oh, Magical has 62. Like, it's going to be your name like 62 times 100 people. So we'll use randomizer for that.
And then
Yeah.
The other thing I was wondering, and I did put it on the prize form, but we didn't really talk it out. I think that you can only win one prize.
If we didn't say it, then we just got to let it ride. But what's the odds that someone would win twice?
I don't know. We have some pretty lucky people in our club.
Yeah. Let's let there's 14 people in the chat. Do you think you should only be able to win once? Let's go. We'll just make the rule right now.
Yeah, and I might have put it in
We
the rules, but
we actually had a couple people say that when they won the prize, they didn't want to win again. The day prizes. So that's nice. But I think you can win multiple times. That's what I would think. But we'll go with what the chat thinks. So add it up. So if you're listening right now, can you win multiple times or once? So one is fair, just once. One is fair. One prize sounds reasonable. Dylan just says yes. So
thanks, Dylan.
great. Um, so I think once we could just add it. I don't think anybody expects to win because you got the chance. That's the thing is like you get to take your entries and go like, I want all my tickets in the Sketchboard Pro. So you're able to level the odds a little bit in your favor as far as like dumping all of it, into
And
one.
then we talked about earlier, I think we'll draw 4 alternates at the end. Probably if everyone claims their prizes, those alternates will get like, I don't know, a notebook and a sticker pack. We have a restock of the Draw Small notebooks coming.
Yeah.
So we'll do a notebook and sticker pack for those 4 alternates. If everyone claims their prizes, that's what they'll get. If there's anybody who's maybe not eligible, maybe doesn't have a guardian to claim that prize for them, or that doesn't respond to my emails saying like, hey, you got a prize, please confirm your address. If we don't hear back from people, then the alternate would get the prize, or perhaps if somebody wins multiples, then the alternates are eligible. I think you're muted.
I was just saying sorry. I was resetting my devil bobblehead. Yeah, just for fun. This was given to me by Nate Pecos of Blambot.com ages ago. We used to send things back and forth to each other, and we stopped doing that. He sent me coffee syrup from Rhode Island because coffee milk is a thing in Rhode Island. There's like syrup that you put in coffee. There's coffee syrup you put in milk. He sent that to me. We should start that again. We should start like some mailing things to each other.
Well, we have a few artists that are doing artist trading cards right now, and
Yep.
that is super rad.
Yeah.
And I need you to draw some things, DJ, because there are definitely some people that I would like to have art from.
All right. I'll get right on it.
So you can draw it, and then I can trade it, and I can get the art.
Okay. I'm willing to do that. That's how I pay you for your services for counting all these things. So yeah, that's cool. That's pretty much it. We've run through this twice. I don't know. Do we have any questions? Anybody questions? Any questions out there? I have one question that I forgot to answer in the last stream was, what's the most challenging thing for me to draw? And maybe you can put your answer in the chat. What's the most challenging thing for you to draw? Mine is, and I know this immediately, that I suck at animals or realistic animals. If I have reference, I can do okay. But if I'm trying to think of something out of my head, like a horse, or we call it the mind horse. If you're going to draw a mind horse out of your mind, it never comes out right.
But you're really good at cartoon animals, though.
Cartoon animals are easy, yeah, but like cartooning is easier, not easy. But if it's like draw me a cat with a cat face, I'm gonna f it up. So hands, yeah, lots of people say hands. Lots of artists say hands. I've gotten pretty decent at hands. But that's it. Vehicles too are tough. Like if you're going to try and just draw a vehicle out of your head, that could be tough. So architecture, yep. Handsome Squidward. I see. Yeah, see, Jared's down with the vehicles. Sometimes I'll just fake the vehicles and it looks like a box truck. It looks like a toaster or something, or you know. Um, I even bought a book about drawing cars, and it wasn't helpful. It wasn't helpful. If I can look at reference, I could probably draw something, but those are things I should probably work on um, whenever I get a chance. The other questions were if we fall behind, is it okay to do older sketches? Yes, we answered that. And then, oh, the last one was Tim on Instagram was asking if I ever get sick of drawing every day and how do I stay motivated? I don't get sick of drawing every day. I don't ever. Like I'd be like, I could literally be physically sick and still scratching something on a notepad or something. It just makes me feel better. And, but deadlines help stay motivated. If you have a deadline hanging over you, even if it's a self-imposed deadline, that helps me stay motivated. So,
Do you know what's the longest you'd went without drawing?
uh, probably a few days. Like if I was, stuck at work or something like that, where I didn't get anything meaningful drawn. Yeah, and that's what this whole thing is about too, where you like, if you're in a grind and you're like working and paying bills and like working and paying bills and you're in this routine where it's like, wait, I just did this yesterday and now I'm up again and I'm working and then like you just don't stop to draw anything or you're too tired, then you just start to feel like a zombie or like screw this, man. So um, that's when I felt that self-awareness of feeling that way, even if it was just a sketchbook and just drawing for 10 minutes. It just makes you feel so much better, and especially if you start your day like that. That's why we put the prompts out at 5 a.m. because like at least it's something it's the first freaking email you're going to see in the morning, except for instead of like this bill is due or these deadlines for work, blah 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 blah. So yeah. And yeah.
Um, so next live stream will be on Sunday.
Yes, Sunday we have special guests. Sunday.
Sunday at noon, and if you don't want to forget, you can always subscribe on the YouTube channel. If you have your notifications on, I think it'll ping you, so we'll have that scheduled in advance. And if you have any questions about the Promptober entry form, definitely shoot me an email. It's Allie@drawordieclub.com. And I'm excited. Somebody's gonna win some cool stuff.
Putting your email address in the chat just in case. That's it. Yeah. Pretty easy stream. We talked for 43 minutes, went through that, told a ghost story or two, reminisced. And yeah, I can't wait for Sunday. Right? So you'll have to tune in to see. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be totally epic.
What are you drawing on Sunday?
Let's see. Sunday is Bad Bob Ross.
Okay.
Interesting. Whatever you might think that might be, draw that. I can't wait. I can't wait to see everybody's Bad Bob Rosses. So, all right, that is it.
Yeah, we'll see you Sunday.
All right, guys, we'll see you soon. I'm going to push this button now, or I'm ending it. All right, we'll see you soon, guys. Bye.